So, welcome to the Indy Forge. This is James, and I thought it was important that we make a very intentional post, putting a face with the message, which I think is important. This morning, right after we had Bible study at 5:30 this morning, the resounding question that we all came to at the end was, what should we be doing? We know what's happening, but what should we be doing? And so afterwards, I listened very closely to what God had to say about that. And he said, James, pick up your sword. Pick up the sword of the Spirit that I gave you as your only offensive weapon. And so I did. And so I have it right here. And what I'm looking at is the scripture that we covered this morning, which I feel, even though it was 3,000 years ago, is extremely relevant for today. We're in the book of Habakkuk. And Habakkuk was a prophet who received an oracle or a vision from God. And it was very clear at the time. This is his prayer to God. The burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see, he said, O Lord, how long shall I cry? And thou wilt not hear. Even cry out to thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. Why do you show me iniquity, and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me. And there at that raise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slacked, judgment does not go forth. For the wicked do compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. God's response to Israel, and not just to Habakkuk, and among the nations, he said, Behold, you are among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days, which you will not believe, even though it be told to you. Like I said, I find that extremely relevant, and I find a lot of hope in that. And so I want to share this message today with all the small businesses, all my friends, and all the true patriots in the United States that are standing up on May 1st and opening their shop. It's extremely easy. I talk about what needs to be done routinely on my Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, any platform that I can speak of in regards to this movement. We're not going to just send posts. We're not going to just say extremely interesting things on Facebook. There needs to be a time when we are actually doing something. And on May 1st, we will be turning our lights on. Mine have never turned off. I support you all, and I charge you with this. This is a time in our history where we're going to be counted. There's going to be a time when we look back at this day, and we're either going to tell our children we stood for something this day, or we're going to say that we had to read about it or suffer the consequences without it. And like I always say, if we don't stand for something, we will fall for anything. And so I ask you, what can we do? It's very simple. All you have to do is go back to work. Go back to your shop and do this very simple task. Turn your open sign on. It's just that simple. No more protests. No more talking. No violence. It's extremely easy. Just go back to work and open your store. We learned from our founding fathers, there has to be something. We have to protest in regards to injustice. And this is our way. And I support you all.